I don't have I do have white people in my family, but I don't have white people in my immediate family. You know what I mean? I can't go talk to those people. You have to go talk to those people. We got our next caller, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Call in America. This is Kelvin and Taylor. Who's calling and where are you calling from? Caller?
I am calling from Shea. I'm calling from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Shea.
Hi. Is your name Shea?
Yes.
Hi, Shea from Phoenix, Arizona. You know the topics. Weigh in on tonight. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I want to hear about COVID-19. I want to hear about white silence equals violence. Speak your truth. Go ahead.
As far as like the whole COVID-19, I think this was something that I can almost see it as destiny. This is supposed to happen because now we're forced to deal with a lot of the things that we've been putting off for quite some time. So.
The elephant in the room is finally speaking. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's definitely more awkward for other people than it is for some. But, I mean, I just wanted to kind of speak to what white people need to do. But not.
Come on.
The thing is, it's not a white people issue, but white people need to do something about it.
Go ahead. Speak your truth.
Because it's different when it comes from a white person versus someone who's of color, or just that from any other perspective than white, or just straight, or just what's considered normal in America.
Okay.
And so there's so many other issues that we need to get to, but because we are still dealing with this race topic, this race issue that we've been dealing with for over 400 years, that's being exacerbated by Donald J. Trump.
Come on now.
And let's be honest, this is all a political move for him. So, people are distracted, discombobulated, emotionally and riled up. So they don't have to pay attention to the facts. They don't have to pay attention to what's going on. They're just paying attention to this race war when we have issues with, sexuality that needs to be addressed. We have gender inequality that needs to be addressed.
Do you feel like the world is waking up right now? Do you feel like everyone's just kind of like? I look at it as evolution. I say that evolution is happening live through social media right now, and people are being left behind, and people are moving forward. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely, and that's not just happening for in the mainstream and with white people. That's happening in every front, every battlefield,
every race.
Period, because absolutely, I just had to have a conversation the other day with my parents about Black Lives Matter, and I'm like, well, all Black Lives Matter, trans Black Lives Matter. And
okay.
Like, well, why do we need to say it though?
Okay, tell me more about that. Speak more of that. So you had a conversation with your parents?
Oh, absolutely. It was just kind of like, they're in tune with what's going on. I feel like compared to, normal parents, they, are really involved. But it's like when it comes to, Black trans lives matter, they're just completely unaware that this is a section of Black people that don't receive justice.
Yes.
That are marginalized not only by white people, but also by Black people.
Come on now.
And there's so much that is unknown by mainstream Black America, not just mainstream America, I'm talking about mainstream Black America. There's so much that's unknown in that realm within our own community that it just goes unnoticed until you see that video on TikTok, or not TikTok, but on Twitter, where you see a trans woman getting beat up by a mob.
Man. And here's the thing, man. So here's one of the things that I say that white people need to stop doing as well. I have not seen that video. I don't really watch these videos anymore. I don't watch these videos anymore. I don't watch police brutality videos. I see them. I see them. The graphic of it. I see the post. I see the headline. I know what happens. You know what I mean? And so one of the things that in my personal opinion, one of the things that white people need to stop doing is sending Black people these videos. There's a lot of white people that are waking up.
You get them multiple times a day.
I'm getting them all day. Now listen, this is not at anybody, right? Like I get why you're sending them because you're traumatized guys. It's traumatic, right? You're seeing these videos, and a lot of times, you know, you haven't been paying attention to them, and now you're paying attention to them, and it's shocking. You're like, oh my God, I didn't know it was this bad, and you want to relate, right? You want to relate, and I'm talking to white people right now, and you want to relate, and so you're like, oh my God, I know my black friend who's been going through this. I want to relate to them. Oh my God, I see this too. Did you see this? We've seen it. We've seen it. We've lived it. We feel it. And it's traumatizing. And I was talking to a good friend of mine in New York the other day, and he said it's murder porn. And I honestly, I never looked at it that way. I never looked at it. And it sounds funny. It sounds funny, but it's real. It is. It's murder porn. And it's all over social media. You can't go anywhere without seeing a black man being murdered, or a black woman being murdered, or a black trans person being murdered or hurt or mangled. You know what I mean? And it's like it affects me. You know what I mean? It affects me. And so I don't watch those videos anymore. And trust me, black people have seen them. We get it. We've seen it. We know black history. Trust me. Some of us are still learning. Some black people are still learning black history.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of black history that I'm still learning. You know what I mean? But
I feel like, you know, this is not the first instance that you and I have seen like murder porn. You know, like
Come
back
on.
in the day, BET. Every movie that's on there has some sort of traumatizing black event.
Who's the first one that dies in every movie? Who's the first person that dies in every movie, guys? Come on now. The black person always dies. Come on. Come on, man.
And like the easiest thing that white people can do to like help with the empathy portion of this whole thing, because, you know, we want to help people be intelligent and make the intelligent moves.
Yeah.
Watch the media. Watch our stories, because that's the best thing besides the history book. And let's be honest, put down the history book. It's not written right.
Baby, put down the history book. Come on now. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Put the history book down, because that ain't the truth. That ain't the truth.
Subscription.
I'm in love with you. Thank you so much for your call. We're going to open up the lines for another caller, baby.
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you. Oh, okay. She got a little crush on me. Hello. I'm crushing on you too, Bookie.